So here we are, everybody. You'll recognise this from early face. This is the R1200 GS. Now what you're probably wondering is, well, Trem, you've already done a video on this bike with Mrs. Trem, why are you riding it again? There's a particular reason why I'm riding this bike again. It's the first time I've ever ridden a bike again. You know, normally I do a first ride, that's it. But there's a reason why I'm riding this bike again. You'll find out in a moment why. It's like starting a bloody car. So you might be wondering, well, like I said, Trem, why are you riding a GS again? Well, today I'm riding it on my own for a start. I don't have a pillion on the back. Therefore, I can do a more, not so much honest review, but I can do more of a my style review. I can give it a bit of the Tremoursphere test, should we say. Because essentially, yes, this bike is for a pillion and it's very good at touring, but I need to be able to have fun on it at the end of the day. So I'm bringing it... And already the smirks have begun. That 1200 twin power, eh? Have fun with this bike. Just me. Because I might not be taking Mrs. Trem on the back and I want to go out on this thing with my friends. And I need to be able to have a good time. You need to be able to have fun on a motorbike. And I'll have even more fun when I get out of all this godforsaken traffic. Now I did find out this is a 2011 BMW R1200 GS. I did find that out because I thought it was more like a 2007 model, and it's not. It's a 2011 GS with 25,000 miles on the clock, and what else has it got? Oh yeah, this is the Adventure, as you all well know from last time. The indicators are still throwing me off, but not as much as before. You know, it's been about a couple of weeks now. It's been a couple of weeks now since I rode this bike, and what's really shocking me the most is the height of it. My God, if you are a small person, please don't buy this bike. It is so tall. I have really long legs. I've never had a problem really with flat footing a bike. But this thing, oh my God, like, I have to fly my feet onto the floor. It's a pain. The cool thing is as well is the bike is so tall that it doesn't matter about traffic. You can see all above the traffic and everything. I'm going to take a bit of a different route today. Very windy today. Very, very windy. I'm not sure really where I was planning to go on this thing. Maybe just take some roads. It's quite wet, quite damp, so I wasn't planning to go stupid. Just trying to see how it performs with me just going about my business, really. Can't decide what I want to do with my visor, up, down. I genuinely can't decide. Hey, he's going. Nice. Should we see what happens when I do the gear thing? Oh yeah, lovely amount of power. Nice and smooth. Just what you want. You know what? We're on an adventure bike here. Ow, ow, ow. See what I mean? When it gets the better of you, it gets the better of you. So, I just quickly want to do something while I'm here. Hey there everybody. So, I thought I'd just try something a bit different for a moment. So, hello, it's me. The GS, as you can see. And I just thought I'd share with you. Oh god, I'm fogging up. I just thought I'd share with you me sitting on the bike and summit. No idea why I'd want to do that, but we're gonna do it. You know, it was just one of them things. You know, I was just like, I'll bring the vlogging setup today. I've never really done a vlog like this before, but you know, we can extend that and get you guys a bit down and yeah. All right. So getting the GS upright will be a bit of a challenge with this thing in my hand, but we can not manage it at all. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, this is the GS. That is a nice thumbnail. So we're gonna have that as the thumbnail. But yeah, this is the GS. Let's get off this thing before I drop it. Just, man, the sheer size of this thing's overwhelming, to be fair, but it's such a good bike. Cannot be denied. Also, just check this out. I'll just move the stick in and stuff. Do this for a minute. This is my cinematic view for you guys. So yeah, it's quite the beast. 2011 plate GS Adventure. I'm guessing this weighs a bit more than the regular one, mainly because of the extra fuel tank and a couple of other little extras. Them crash bars will weigh quite a bit, so there is all that to consider. But I'll get back on the bike now. I've got to start heading back. The conditions aren't great, and I've been on it for nearly half an hour, so I don't really like to take the piss too much. I don't know if this particular model has a problem with the ABS, because I got told by a lot of people and read a lot of forums myself on the brake failures on BMW GSs, and it doesn't normally affect past the 2007 models because they changed their servo brakes and their ABS pumps or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely a problem on older models. So if you are looking to buy a GS, please do not buy one with ABS, because it will probably, it might be absolutely fine, but if it goes wrong, it costs a lot of money, and we're talking over £1,000. So that's something to bear in mind. But yeah, anybody who knows anything on a bit more on that and owns a GS or has owned a GS, you know, comment in the comments below and tell me your experiences with them. There was one. There was another one. Oh man. Ridiculous. This must be in oh, I'm in first gear, no wonder. Come up easy in first. Yeah, just for in summer, I imagine this bike will be a lot of fun to ride, because around North Yorkshire area there is the North York Moors, and there's a lot of light off-roading you can do there, as well as some lovely roads that are a bit bumpy. So the GS could absolutely destroy roads like that, and you have a blast. Whereas on my sports bike, it's just a bit too brutal. So, you know, that'd be fantastic for that. I never really do ride much in winter as it is, because the weather's just not good enough. It's not worth going out and slipping, or, you know, it's not as fun anyway because you're cold and the roads are wet. You can't give it your all. The guy who I'm looking at buying one off, who lives up near Blackpool area, he says he bought it to go on a trip to America. Now, I recently looked into going to America on a motorbike, and it looks like the biggest faff you've ever seen in your life. So I'm interested to know how he did it. But literally, when I was looking, it was they wanted me to take my forks off and basically strip my bike bare, so that I could put it in a cardboard box and ship it to America, and then I would fly across with all my motorbike gear. Now, as cool as that would be, and what an amazing adventure, at the same time, that is a right effort if you ask me. But I'll make my way back to the dealership now to drop the GS off and get back on my bike. Hopefully the weather will pick up, but we're getting to mid-November now, so I'm going to have to, I might be riding on the head for a couple of months soon, which if I do, I'll have to find some other stuff to do for you guys in the meantime. But we'll see how things go, and thank you for joining me. The GS has been a treat, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you later.